What's up, guys? Sub-Zero here, back for another VOD review. Today is, of course, Heartsteel Cup Day 1, so if you're watching this video, I'm probably already live playing in the Cup, so go check out my Twitch down below and see me play and pop off and clear these frauds. But I thought I have a little bit of time. I just checked into the tournament, so I got another hour before game start. I thought, why not do a quick VOD review so that you guys have a video to watch while I am gaming right now. And I decided, why not watch Dishope? He's rank 1 North America. He popped off again in this stream. It seems like the good players have really solved this patch. Seems like it's definitely, you know, at the start I thought it was going to be kind of a more like lottery type patch, but it definitely seems very skill testing and very I don't know, like actually a pretty deep patch. There's like a lot of stuff that you can play to in this patch. A lot of the 4-cost lines are very standardized, but there's so many reroll lines that exist now, and the 4-cost lines are standard, but very hard to pivot, actually. First augment here, we get offered Patient Study, Sleight of Hand, both fantastic augments. We have more of a Lost Streak opener and nothing that you're too happy to slam here. Could be potentially like a Sunfire, I guess, if you wanted to slam something. But the Sleight of Hand seems a little bit awkward in a spot like this. While it usually is a fantastic augment, I think you would just lean towards Patient Study here. Expose Weakness, another really good option, but it looks like Dishope doesn't think that he has the potential opener to actually play towards this. And is actually just going to pick up the Dazzler Nami here. A decent option, which, you know, it's just going to give him a headliner to play, and then he's going to slam an item here because we're in the item slam make money galaxy, just to guarantee that we make gold. And also it's going to save us some HP. We're going to end up winning this fight because, well, maybe not because of the item slam, but honestly maybe because the item slam was really close. But yeah, gets to make 10 here and gets his Patient Study econ, which is really nice. As far as what to add here, Urgot is just a fantastic unit to play early game. We'd love to get Disco in at some point, but we need to actually find the Gragas to make that happen. But still, pretty decent opener, especially augment-wise. And you can obviously play anything from this spot. A Sunfire does not commit you to any comp whatsoever. It's just a solid early game item slam that makes sure that you have heal cut, which is really nice. Fighting against Twin Terror Seraphine here, which, I don't know, I don't think she's the best unit to... I mean, maybe she'll be okay later, but early game I think the Seraphine unit just does absolutely nothing, so a little bit unfortunate for them. We have a Set here, which would be another really nice unit to get onto the board, but it's really expensive. He is actually just going to play it here, though, yeah, and just play around the Taric with the Set in, because it's really a unit to play. It can be Heartsteel, like, you're probably never selling it. Yeah, he's even just going to play the Bard here, get out of the Taric, because it doesn't really make sense to play Taric anymore, and just play this board. And even moves the Sunfire to the Urgot, because theoretically Urgot's going to stay alive a lot longer than the Set here. He's still, like, pseudo-tanky with the shield, so... it's actually a cool use of Urgot as an item holder here. And we're even going to pre-level up to level 5 next round because we have the gold to do it, so might as well. Sword open here. If you want to just play straight up AD flex, it would be like an IE, I would think. You could also go something like a BT. I would just lean IE here. Yeah, I like IE a lot in a spot like this. It's just, once again, speaking of flexibility, just a very flexible AD item. It can go on literally anyone. It can go on this Misfortune. It can go on Ezreal, ideally. It can even go on to stuff like Caitlyn if you have to play towards that. He's gonna play the double Set for now. I wonder if he wants to get Bruiser in. I guess the difficulty with getting Bruiser in here is you aren't, I mean, you are still guaranteed to make 20 because of the item slam galaxy here, but he actually, yeah, he's just going to say that double Set is stronger here than actually playing Bruiser. Either that or he really wants to hold on to these cannons for maybe an angle to play towards some other comp, like a Karthus type game. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I would think just Bruiser onto your entire board would be really nice here, but looks like he's not that interested in it. But yeah, I mean, still fantastic opener here. The nice thing about something like Patient Study is, even though he is on a win streak here, and wow, yeah, he's just going to full pivot into the country here. Definitely, yeah, he's going to get the Bruiser in, doesn't care about having the Nami in anymore, and has an Executioner Twitch in his shop, which he's also not going to end up picking up. But yeah, the nice thing about Patient Study is that even if you win fights, you still get that 2 gold. This augment is so insane in that you get the guaranteed basically like 2 gold of value every round, and if you lose, then you get that, you know, full 3 gold of value. But gonna pick up the Penta Kale here. Fantastic early item holder. So yeah, it looks like we're gonna try to move the IE over to Kale. The only downside is we have to lose the Urgot. But you know, Kale holds IE very well. I assume we're just gonna end up selling the Urgot here. If we can get Superfan in, we'd be really happy with this Kale, because then you get her Superfan Gwynsu item. But yeah, he ends up selling the Urgot there because he wants to move the IE over. He's trapped a full Gwynsu, which is a fantastic Kale item. We can't really play Kale reroll from this position. You could always just item hold it for now. And this is just going to be his board for now. And yeah, he's going to make the Guinsoo. He's incentivized because it's the Item Slam Galaxy. But this means we're basically locked into playing 80 Flex at this point. We're locked into eventually getting a Lucian on our board because there's almost no other unit in the game that holds Guinsoo, like Sona, but, you know, same idea. Like, we need to push 9 to actually make use of this Guinsoo. There's no 4-cost carry that really likes Guinsoo. It's terrible on Caitlyn, terrible on Ezreal. So, yeah, really want to be able to push levels later. Wow, Martyr's solid. Capricious Forge, I like a decent bit on a unit like Urgot here. Yeah, it just does so much work on these sort of, like, tanky frontline units like Urgot, where you get a tank item, it's good, you get a damage item, it's good, like everything kind of works on him. See, like even the Goldmans or Zanya's, it's a little bit weird, but you know, that still works as well. And we're just gonna play this 3 Mosher board here with Pentakill in here with the Mordekaiser that we just picked up as just a solid addition onto the board. So yeah, I mean, we're just going to push levels at this point. We even farmed a gold with Goldmancer Staff. Oh yeah, it's nerf Goldmancer, so now it only farms 1 gold. Wait, we farmed another gold. This Urgot a genius? And we're just going to get to make 50 gold here. Yeah, we still at the end had to sell that Samir to make gold, but we almost didn't even need to sell it. This is a nice unit to potentially play for like even more vertical pentakill here, or just like get different stuff in here as he's looking like he could fit like Sentinel and stuff in here. Instead, he's just going to play this 4th Pentakill 3 Mosher. I don't know. I would think the Sentinel just for the resist on everyone would be better, but maybe he just thinks the unit itself is really nice in the Gnar. But yeah, I mean, we have a fantastic opener. We have this set 2 already, which is really nice as well, because, you know, it guarantees that we're going to have this set for late game when we start pivoting into, like, the Heartsteel board. Like, that's one of the things that really stabilizes the board is having, like, set 2 and, you know, stuff like that, set 2, and maybe, like, Misfortune 2 are, like, really easy things that you can hit. Just going to pick up a bow here, looking towards... I'm not sure, actually. It was on a Caitlyn, wasn't it? I mean, maybe he just wanted it for an expensive bow. Well, we can't really go red buff at this point because we've made Sunfire already. So, like, that's going to be... Oh, it was on a Poppy. He just wanted it for the Poppy, it looks like. Because Poppy's a really nice addition here, and she's going to be really good later. She could hold this Rascal's Gloves, potentially. But yeah, I mean, just 4 Masha right here is really nice, and Poppy's going to be really good on this other board. We can end up getting out of a couple of these Masha units, and then just pivoting and playing around the Ezreal type stuff. So yeah, I mean, great opener, 71 HP, pretty healthy, really rich, level 750. This is a gold galaxy, but we are way richer than we normally would be with the Patient Study, and a little bit of gold that we've been generating from the Rascal's Gloves. So amazing spot to be in here. He's just gonna hold on to MF actually. Oh yeah, he put the ribbon in here for Edgelord because it's Edgelord for Kale, which is like, it's fine. It's good. It's good on Kale. Extra attack speed never hurts. We're fighting this interesting board playing double Evelyn here that definitely is angling towards Pentakill because they've slammed a Pentakill emblem, and they have Clear Mind as well, so it's another board that's pretty far ahead. I have to imagine we're going to hold on to this Misfortune, right? Unless he's focused on something else, but maybe he just doesn't think it's worth holding on to. That's crazy, though. I don't know. I assume he missed that, but maybe he doesn't really care about MF2 here. He thinks it's like too expensive to make something like a Misfortune 2 on this roll down. I could see it. We're going to get a bunch more gold here, so now we are insanely rich here. 77 gold. Have to imagine we can just 4-1 it here, especially with this augment. Yeah, we got so much gold to roll. Immediately find Poppy, which is really nice. Picks up the Kale, actually, which is a pretty cool sort of random addition here. Picks up an Ezreal. Need to get Heartsteel in, ideally, at this point, but he does not have it yet. He doesn't have it on bench either, right? And we're going to start building items for Poppy. The Steadfast Heart is pretty good item on her, and then ends up building the Giant Slayer as our bow item. And then this tier is left open here. Potentially could be blue buff for Ezreal later. But yeah, we're just going to continue to play around this Kale, which is a pretty cool setup with just 4 Mosher. Binary tends to be really good in these spots, and yet it continues to be very good here. We're going to pivot into the 3 Heartsteel board here. Roll once actually ends up picking up Urgot too, which is really nice. And yeah, he's actually continuing to roll here. I would think this board would almost already be stable, but I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you can roll for here, a lot of upgrades to make. We need to get our items slammed onto our units. Yeah, just do this really easily. And we're going to get 2 free items off binary. And then, you know, the hope is that as we farm items with Heartsteel, you know, farm a component here, a component there, then we'll be really chilling. But yeah, we have really great frontline for this backline here. This looks like a perfect loss. We aren't 5 Heartsteel, sadly, so the perfect loss isn't that tempting. But oh my god, that is a Lucian that we pick up here. Now we have the Gwynsoos for Lucian and the Ezreal too. And now our spot is insane. I mean, yeah, nothing to say about this. We have the only downside to this spot is we don't actually have 5 Heartsteel in, but I mean, obviously, we hit Poppy Chosen. It's pretty hard to fit 5 Heartsteel in a spot like this, but I mean, you've already got 3 Jazz, and you've already got the Lucian with Gwynsu, which is one of his best items. You've got solid items onto Ezreal. Off Carousel here, we can pick up a Lucian item, and we'll be chilling. We have this duplicator that we picked up, so if we ever find another Lucian, like imagine we just get this Lucian off Carousel, but I mean, there's no way that's gonna happen. Like imagine we get this Lucian off Carousel, we just have Lucian 2 for free. I imagine just a Lucian item here, like Glove or Cloak. I was looking at Belt here, actually, to potentially finish Poppy item, finish, like, Redemption, I guess. Either that or something like a Guard Breaker. Yeah, I don't know. I would always think you would want to make an item onto Lucian here, but maybe he thinks he can always sort of... Okay, yeah, he's just going to put the item on frontline. He's more interested in, like, finishing out his frontline items than he is in finishing out his backline items. I guess because the idea is that we have a lot of backline already, not that we have this Lucian, and especially because he's got Gwynsu on it. Like we just need to sort of like buy time with frontline, and a full item on set's gonna do that. Though, oh my god, our backline gets one-tapped by this Karthus, so it's actually a 3rd loss in a row here for Dish Soap. His board looks so good, and it looks like he's just gonna like try to push... I would think he would just push 9 from this spot because there's not much to find on this level, but he has actually lost 3 fights in a row, which is, I mean, in some ways kind of nice, right? We have Heartsteel in, they've all been good losses, so he's still 46 HP, very, very healthy, but he's about to get a big cash out, and then, you know, he's going to be able to push 9 pretty quickly, maybe 5-2. I mean, he's 50 gold here. Yeah, it seems like an easy 5-2, though I don't know how it works with the... We'd have to look at the XP that we have from Patient Study already to see what the actual good interval is. Like, maybe we end up just 5-1ing it. And this looks like it's going to be another good loss, a 2, maybe a 1 unit loss. He took 4 almost perfect losses in a row here, and that's going to give him 126 stat cash out here. And it's just a support item, which is fantastic. A little bit annoying because we already have sort of our front items kind of finished. So like we need to put something, yeah, like this Zac in so that we can actually put this on a frontline unit. But I mean, still not bad at all. We have a component here to finish with this frontline item, and yeah, he's just gonna level here. It's perfect interval here. So we're just gonna roll down and try to pick up some extra upgrades. There's the Lucian too if we want it. Oh, and yeah, he has no yeah, he has no shred, so he just decides to make the Evan Shroud here. That's really good pickup. Gonna make Lucian too. Put the Chain Vest there. No item on Lucian just yet. We're just gonna chill a little while because like we can pick up an item off Carousel. We're 39 HP and really, really healthy. So and our board is quite solid at this point, though. Still another almost loss. I mean, it's actually really close between Poppy and this Karthus. Yeah, the Poppy's got it, though. This Poppy unit is so insane. So she's going to be able to finish off the Karthus, and we're 39 HP. Pick up a Thresh, too, which is going to come in there? Okay, yeah. We can just play like this, get Bard out. I don't know. I mean, Thresh 2 is obviously solid. He just doesn't really synergize with the board at all. He's going to continue to play 4 Mosher as well, just because of the value of this Urgot, right? Urgot 2 is an Urgot 2. Like, eventually, we'll potentially cut this Urgot, but, I mean, for now, he's an Urgot 2 on our board. He's doing work, and yeah, we're just, like, look at this. We're just going to absolutely destroy this player here who's looking like they're going, I mean, almost fast 10. They're level 950 gold, maybe more than that with Hedge Fund. That is a crazy spot to be in. I'm going to continue to just, like, roll to 0 here to try to pick up maybe 5 costs, try to pick up, like, stuff like Alawi and Ziggs to get onto our board, because, yeah, this is a high cap lobby. That's a Lucian 2 already. Yeah, this is a very, very high cap lobby, so it's going to be very scary if we don't have these 5 costs to play around for us to actually play the game, though we're so healthy and our board's so good at this point. We're definitely, like, pretty much a lock for top 4. The question is, how high of a placement can we play for this game? And I mean, so far the board's looking amazing. No one dead still at 5-3, so we are going to be last pick on this carousel here. He's insta-pinging this pentakill spat. I have to imagine because he scouted and seen that someone can play. Yeah, someone already has a penta spat, so they could potentially play for 10 penta and just win the game. I guess it's Edge of Night for Lucian. It's not the best Lucian item, but it's not the worst, especially into all of these Karthuses. So definitely a decent pickup here. And you know, like, what else are you going? There's the Ziggs. I wonder. Yeah, he doesn't even. Yeah, he doesn't want to fit the Ziggs here. It's just too difficult for him to fit on this board. Like, he doesn't have the Bard anymore. He always has to play this, like, 4 backline setup here, so the only way to fit Ziggs would be cutting some of these frontliners, and he wants to play around 4 Mosher. So yeah, this is just his board. I mean, it makes sense. It's a very, well, not perfectly intuitive board, because we're just playing, like, a 0 synergy Thresh, right? But it's, like, a pretty intuitive board. He upgraded units and played good units, so it makes sense. Like, the last stand person here take a loss, but, I mean, that's going to juice up our Heartsteel cash out a little bit more, get some gold, get a few 4 costs. Not really going to do the most. Can we continue to roll here? So I wonder, We're not rolling for Ziggs. He finally ends up picking up York, which I think is what he was looking for. And there's the Alawi. Yeah, I think really in this spot we're looking for York and Alawi, and we finally pick up both of those, which are big, big upgrades on this board. You could even, I mean, depending on how the fights go, York might end up being worse than Urgot, but if it's a fight like this where York's not getting like one-tapped and he gets to summon the Ghoul, then it's always better. And then, of course, Alawi is a huge upgrade on almost any bruiser just because Alawi is Alawi. So, yeah, can't be mad about that. And looks like, no, just the top 4 is not locked in just yet, but still very, very close. But yeah, it's a pretty cool setup just to play around this 4 Mosher. That makes the Thresh come into focus more. He always knew that he wanted to play towards the Yorick, so like he just wanted to pick up the Thresh because it was like okay for then, but like it's really good now that it's Guardian for this Yorick. And yeah, his board is really, really nice. Gonna roll down here, try to pick the Alawi. 2 does actually pick it up. I mean, you want to get to Alawi items here. I wonder if there's a way to like actually, like you could reforge something, but you don't really want to reforge any of these items. So I guess there's no way to actually get an item, like an item from binary onto Alawi here, but it would be so nice if we could, right? Fighting a Seraphine player here, but they just get bowled over. Oh yeah, this was the Twin Terror person. They ended up playing Twin Terror Seraphine, which is crazy. They go 4th there, I think, unless that was Omnamzi and they went 5th, but we are to our top 3 here. There's a player with double Pentaspats. They did end up getting to it. Wait, but are they 10 Penta? I mean, we're not fighting them now. We're fighting the 7 KDA person, so that's fine as well. But yeah, I mean, this person's only got 1 KDA spat, so it's impossible for them to hit. They ended up also having to take. It's a pretty interesting board. They're playing the Zed Ari board, which is like an interesting variation of Ari. And yeah, that person is 10 Penta, but they did just take a loss. It looks like they were 10 Penta. They're 10 Penta, but with not a ton of upgrades. I wonder. Wow, wait. I mean, we've hit a lot of stuff. I mean, surely the 10 Penta player isn't going 3rd, right? I mean, I guess we'll see. All right. Oh, wait, no, we fight the Ari player again. 10 Penta here. They're fighting our clone, so he just goes to watch how the fight with the clone goes. He tabs out of it, though. Like, come on, let me see the rest of this fight. The Lucian is scaling. That's his animation. Did he kill the 10 Penta? Oh, my God. I mean, that's insane. With his clone, I mean, it was solid positioning. His board is very, very upgraded. And I guess, I don't know, I didn't get to see too much of the 10 Penta board, but I guess they were not as upgraded as this board. We can pick up an Evan Shroud here, just an okay item, but the big thing is that we get another item for our Alawi here, off binary. And this, oh, wait. We didn't kill the 10 Penta player. We killed the other person. Okay, it's so confusing how he did this. Okay, but we have one more fight against the 10 Penta player. Can we win this against 10 Penta? I mean, it's looking pretty solid. We're kind of just chewing through their board with all these units. Oh my God, but can the Poppy finish this? Like the Viego's gonna cast here? Oh my God. Just a really close loss for Dissoap here, 12 HP to his name. And we got one more fight. I mean, this has to be the last fight unless Dish Soap takes an amazing loss here. He has his units basically out of the corner here, so he's not going to get a Khalid. Has his units clumped up really well for this. Yeah, and he's just going to move the Tentacle here to bait a Kali further. And he has the MF to bait her as well. So yeah, he's not getting any of his units to Khalid. The Tentacles are really good into Karthus. Lucian gets a big ult off of. He ignores the Karthus ult with the Edge of Night, and it is the dub over 10 Penta with Dish Soap's board. What a crazy lobby. 10 Penta going 2nd. Almost thought it went 3rd because of how much he was going back and forth between these. The Seraphine Lulu board going top 4. And I mean, so much happened this game. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, I'll be playing in Heartsteel Cup starting at 3 p.m. No, 1 p.m. Pacific time. So by the time this video goes out, I'll probably be playing. So go check out the link down below to see me pop off in Heartsteel. All right, I'll catch you guys later. Bye.